go against the Panthers and Coach Canales, who I think does an awesome job. It'll be fun. It's a great challenge for both sides, our offense, our defense. Thank you, Murph. For our special teams, we'll get 2 good 7-on-7 periods. We'll get 2 good team periods. We'll get 2 good special teams, defense, offense. So everybody's getting work out here. So it's and hopefully this weather cooperates. We'll see. I see you guys are ready for the challenge of that. On the game itself, we got game Friday night coming up. We'll rest some starters. Some players will play. Obviously holding out some guys due to injury, as you know. And then we'll play Shedeur at quarterback. We just signed Snoop Huntley, as you guys saw. We'll get Snoop back up to speed quickly. He's been in a couple different offenses since we last saw him, so he's doing a great job of working at it. But it's a great opportunity for all of our young players in that football game. But with that, I'll take any questions. We're going to work through it, Tony. I mean, Snoop just got here yesterday, so I just want to see how he's doing with the terminology and all those type of things.
Is there any chance that anybody other than those two
No.
play?
Yeah, at quarterback?
At quarterback?
No.
So Shedeur will start then, and how long would he play, you think?
We're going to work through that. Again, it's Shedeur and Snoop would be the quarterbacks that are playing in this game, and Snoop just got off the airplane yesterday, so catch him up.
You need to get Shedeur extra reps today, even with the ones, to prepare for the game?
No, I think with a lot of our younger guys, they're going to get the majority of their reps are going to come in the football game. Today is going to be more about some of the older guys and the starters.
Can today, Dylan and Kenny, will they be able to do?
They will be able to do 7-on-7, but limited.
What makes you confident that Shedeur will go out there and handle himself nicely in this game? What have you seen from him that makes you believe it?
Yeah, my expectations for Shedeur are no different than the rest of the guys, honestly, Mary Kay. We expect them to go operate. It's when you get in these preseason games, you try to keep it very simple so that guys can play fast. All concepts that our players know and can kind of not think too much and just play ball.
When it comes to the offensive line in the game, do you prefer just keeping the unit together, whether they're off or all in, or can you start a couple guys?
You could. I think you can. I think you can certainly mix and match, Tony, just based on what your team needs. But by and large, I'm going to rest most of the starters.
Is it more just concern with Dylan? I mean, because he looked like he got 11-on-11 and 7-on-7 reps on Monday. So was it just
being very careful with him? Don't want to expose him to any unnecessary, strain, if you will.
In your dealings with David Canales,
Yeah.
what do you think Shedeur will be facing in terms of their first team game?
Yeah, this is part of the fun part for us as coaches is going against these defenses. Nobody game plans for these, Mary Kay. So what you're doing is a lot of times in football you have unscouted looks, and that's our job. We talked about it in the quarterback room. That's the fun part where they're going to maybe be deploying a different front or a different coverage, and we have to solve those problems on the sideline in between series. Okay, hey, what are you guys seeing? They're playing quarters. What type of front is it? Now we know the base of who they are, and as you know, a lot of people don't want to show too much in the preseason, so it does make it a little bit more vanilla. But I do think it's a great challenge for a team in those preseason game settings to just trust what you see and have discussions on the sideline about what you're seeing.
what was Snoop's experience with you guys last year in preseason and offseason? How much was that the big reason why in a situation like this you went with it?
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of the reason. Snoop's obviously a great kid too. We love having him around, so we're just catching him up. But there's enough similarity where he can pick it up. But to his credit, he's been in some different offenses, so you got to shake those type of things out of your brain a little bit and get caught up on what we're doing.
Coach, what's been your impression of Bryce Young from his rookie year to where he is right now?
Yeah, it'd be probably unfair for me to say. I haven't studied him. I have a ton of respect for him and the player that he is. And, I have a ton of respect for Dave and what he's doing here with this football team, but it'd be unfair for me to say.
What if you can't get Huntley up to speed?
We will. You're going in, Tony.
What do you
Greg,
expect out of Panthers defense this year after such a lackluster performance last year?
Yeah, again, not for me to say. I'm really focused on our football team.
Greg, you expect him back participating in practice today?
Yes, he'll be limited. He's progressing nicely.
What about Zitter? He left Monday.
Yeah, will not be out there. Kept him back up in Cleveland.
Anybody else new? Or?
Where's Daniel? Anybody else? You're going to hold all those. We'll hold those guys out. Sam will be out there, though.
In terms of your second team, I think you said most of the second team offensive line playing with Shedeur, those guys going up against their first team defense, what are the concerns about keeping Shedeur nicely protected and upright now?
Sure. That's part of I think it's just preseason ball, Mary Kay, where you may have some ones going against twos going against ones. You could have there's different guys in there at different times. But I think both sides, particularly in that first game, it's all about playing fast. So you typically don't see a ton of looks that are unusual per se. So if you stick to your rules and you stick to what you've been taught over the last few weeks, you should be able to operate and function well.
Did you say Huntley just arrived today?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Kevin, you and Dave seem to be pretty aligned on how you approach playing your starters in the preseason and things like this. What is the methodology behind that, or is it more of a feeling?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think I know this. Every team is different. Every coach is different, and you're trying to as you put your preseason plan together, you're trying to do what you think is best for your football team. Obviously, this is a first for me, having a practice versus another team in week 1 of the preseason. We haven't done that, so there are different reasons we wanted to try that. We've done a variety of things this offseason and this training camp a little bit different, all in an effort to get your football team ready for week 1, 17-plus season. But it's really so incumbent on the coaches at your respective team to know what your team needs to get ready for the season.
You know, wide receivers wise, who will play, who won't play? Is it Jerry won't and mostly everybody else will?
I'm not going to go by position, but I'll give you this one because Jerry and Sed won't play, but everybody else will play. You guys got to ask me about Thielen. Nobody asked me about Adam Thielen.
Have you used Thielen as an example?
Almost every day. Thank you, Zach. I just caught up with Adam in there, so that was fun for me. He's still doing it at a high level. Love to watch him play. We nicknamed him Teach Tape a long time ago when he was a young rookie for us at the Vikings, and he shows up on those Teach Tapes a lot. But unbelievable competitor and just an even better person.
Does Martin have?
I do.
Has Martin had his surgery yet on the Achilles?
Yes, and he's back up in Cleveland.
Yeah, that is one more question about Adam. Why has
Yeah.
he been able to stay around so long?
Oof.
He's at high level.
Takes great care of his body. Just has always done that on and off the field. He's strong, he's fast, but for all those years doing it, I mean, he played through some injuries. I can think back to the Minneapolis Miracle game. One of the most impressive plays I've ever seen was he hurt his back early in that game and was playing, I forget what the term was, with his back. And he ran a slant late in the game. This was, I think, the drive before the final drive. And he got held up at the line of scrimmage, and there was a defensive holding penalty. If I remember this correctly, Case scrambles to the right. Adam wiggles open. So he's got a defensive holding at the line of scrimmage, wiggles open. And then as he goes up for the ball, Case throws it to him. The defender pass interference on him, and he still catches a contested ball. So there's a defensive holding, defensive pass interference, made the play with a bad back, and set the team up for what was an unbelievable win for the team. But that to me, I don't know if there's many more plays in the history of this game that are as impressive as that.
What was Shedeur's reaction when he told he's going to start this game?
Yeah, he's excited, and he knew he was going to play a good bit in these preseason games. So the competitor in him is very excited.
I know it's, things hit him, but is the hope that Kenny or Dylan will be back for Philly next week?
That's the hope. We'll see how it progresses. I think with all these injuries, you gotta take it as one day at a time.
But could you just say, you're doing what's best in the interest of the team, but why Flacco wouldn't see any action?
In this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, just it goes per player what I think they need to get ready for the season.
In terms of the weather today, if it starts downpouring again, do you really want Miles out there? Or is it gonna
We won't. It'll be based on what the conditions are really based on if it's safe. If it's safe and the guys are practicing in a safe environment, we'll continue with our plan. But we would never put our guys in a tough spot.
And in terms of Shedeur really not taking any reps yet with your first team offense, and again, not a million first teamers are going to be out there with him. How do you think he will run with whoever's going to be snapping the ball
I think all of our players and Shedeur has gotten reps with all the different centers and has gotten reps with different guys throwing to them, during practice. So I feel real confident that the guys will have a good feel for who's playing next to them, the left tackle and the left guard. There may be some batteries that are a little bit different, but I think the guys have worked very hard to just be on the same page.
What do you think the most important thing for Shedeur to accomplish in this kind of emergency setting on Friday?
Well, I wouldn't call it an emergency setting, but I'd say for all of our players, it's about taking the practice field to the game field. That's what's most important. It's the same plays that we're running in these practices will be the same plays we're running in the game. So just to all of our players, you always tell these rookies not to make sure that the game is just an extension of practice.
With his arm soreness from Saturday impact your decision on how
Yeah, I believe we're past that. He's gotten treatment. I think we're fine there.
Good.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank